These old legacy coins are not going to give you the gains that you are seeking. XRP, Cardano, Hbar, Polkadot, and a bunch of these other coins have been dead for a while, and they have a very slim chance of resurrection. Why waste this generational opportunity on a long shot when you can park your money in these new tokens that I'm about to share with you today, which haven't experienced a bull market yet and have extreme potential? Enough talking, I value your time, so I'm going to give you the information that you need. So let's get into it. So the first token I want to speak to you guys about today is Alephium, and I want to explain to you why Alephium is so powerful. Now, Alephium is a blockchain, okay? Now, in traditional blockchains, more like Ethereum, right? It's very linear. You have the blocks and you have the chains connecting each of the blocks. You have the transactions within the blocks. It's very linear. And one block has to be processed one at a time, right? After the other one. You can't hop over and switch. Bigger blocks can't shift with smaller blocks. You got to process each transaction one at a time. The blockchain starts to grow and it loses scalability, which is why you have high network fees and you have a congestion on these networks. Now, Alephium is implementing sharding, okay? So how sharding works, it's kind of similar to how Ethereum works, but let me give you this scenario to explain how it works, okay? You have Alephium and you might have a highway. Let's look at the highway lane as the network, okay? And you have all these blocks and transactions moving throughout this network being processed. If this one lane road gets too busy, like an interstate or a highway, you can add another lane to it. So let's just say I have a 2-lane road and it's too congested and there's too many transactions going through on these 2-lane roads. So each block signifying a car, right? These cars are bumper to bumper on the highway and there's 2 lanes going up the highway. With sharding, right, which is what Alethium offers and what Ethereum and other blockchains have been trying to do, is be able to add more lanes and highways, right? While keeping everything on the same network, keeping them in conjunction. So Alethium has solved this problem by adding sharding, where if these 2 lanes get too congested, they can just add another lane, freeing up these cars that were once bumper to bumper going down 2 lanes. You can now spread them out across multiple different lanes to allow more scalability and to reduce the congestion on the network. Now, Alethium is currently on the Ethereum platform. It's also mineable as well, so you can hold it in your personal Alethium wallet, right? But I want to talk to you more about some of the price targets for Alethium. So if you can see here, if you switch over to my desktop, you can see here back in December of 2023, January 2024, beginning of this year, Lithium was trading around $1, give or take, right? We're actually not too long ago at the dollar mark again. So that was a great buying opportunity. Because we popped up now, Bitcoin dropped anywhere from like, I think it was around 54,000 a couple weeks ago. And now we're back up in the 60s again. The prices went up almost double for Lithium as well. So it would have been nice to get in around here. I personally got in at 33 cents. I talked about this a long time ago in my personal community, but we're sitting at around just under $2 at the moment. So I feel like a good price target for lithium, honestly, is right now as well. You got to think of the trajectory of something like a lithium, right? It's only sitting at $161 million market cap, which is peanuts compared to a lot of the larger blockchains. I mean, Alephium has anywhere from 10 to 100x potential throughout the next bull market, and it just comes down to adoption. But I am telling you, Alephium is built with a lot of security. It's also proof of work, which adds a layer of security. So I look for a lot of people to be using something like Alephium because it's highly scalable and secure. And as you can see here, a good price point to get in. If you can get in back around, where was it? This was like June 3rd, about $1.50. But even right now is a great buying opportunity for something that has massive potential. I'm talking like 5 billion market cap and above type of potential. So fully diluted, you're looking at 382 million, which is a lot larger. I still think it has a chance to do a easy 30x. So this is one coin I'd be looking to get into before it's too late. The next coin on my list is Aerodrome Finance, okay? Now, Aerodrome is sitting at just under $1 billion in market cap, and that's fully diluted market cap, which all the tokens are out. And I believe Arrow is a massive opportunity. Now, this is Catalyst is very simple. It's on the base chain. Now, if you guys don't know, Coinbase is a publicly traded company. They also have a crypto exchange called Coinbase, and they have a blockchain called the base chain. And Aerodrome is the largest liquidity provider on this chain. And if you look at it and if you've looked throughout history, right, the largest DEXs and liquidity providers on all the big chains like Binance and Ethereum and Polygon and AVAX and Solana and so on and so forth have always garnered billions upon billions and billions of dollars in market cap. And I don't see why it would be any different for Aerodrome. The one thing I do love about this is that it's on the base chain, right? So you're going to have all that liquidity flowing in from Coinbase on the stock market to Coinbase, the centralized exchange, to the base chain. So you're going to have a ton and a ton of volume if Arrow continues to be the leading liquidity provider for the base chain, which I think will continue to happen. Now, to look at a good price point to get in, you can see there has been a lot of trading volume around the 70, actually, let me go a little lower, around the 60 cent range to the 84 cent range. So if you could get it anywhere in between that price point, I think, like I said, with Alephium is a great buying opportunity. If you could have gotten in a few weeks ago, like I said, I mentioned in my personal community, you would have had a 2x already on most of the stuff I'm going to be talking about today. Kind of looking for that price range now, anywhere from 60 to 80 cents. But I think even now, like I said before with the other ones, you have an easy 10x potential with this coin. And I'm talking fully diluted market cap. Um, it's going to be the number one used liquidity provider on base, as I said. So I think Arrow is the perfect token for you to get into as of right now. Now, this one is for all of my DGens out there, okay? Research Coin is a massively underlooked and undervalued coin. Okay, now I'm going to tell you why. This one, also similar to Arrows on the base chain, which I think is going to be one of the biggest opportunities this bull cycle come around. I believe that for Ethereum, base chain, and Solana are the three chains you should be focusing on the most. Research Coin is a DeSci project, so it just means decentralized science, right? So that different researchers can come together and process different papers on different findings and experiments that they do. I'm not the science guy. Don't look at me to know all the jargon, okay? But what I do know is that Brian Armstrong, the CEO and founder of Coinbase, is an investor in Research Coin. He's a founding investor in Research Coin. You have to know that just like Aerodrome, we're going to see a lot of liquidity flow into this token once people start to find out about it. Now, it's extremely far under the radar, but having one of the largest, if not the largest exchange, co-founder and owner behind a token like this, you are coming into the market at a perfect time. It hasn't been much lower in price since the very beginning of its launch, and I believe that it's going to see a lot of VC backing once Base starts to get regulatory clearance from the SEC. So that means anywhere from the Coinbase exchange, the publicly traded company, and the base chain. Once the liquidity starts to flow in and you see Brian Armstrong and Research Coin start to push this coin a little more, you're going to see a lot of eyes flood in on it. It's super undervalued at the moment. So I think this is an absolutely fabulous opportunity. And I'm not even capping when I say this one is possibly 100 to 500x token. I mean, you got the largest exchange in the world that will potentially be listing this token at some point in the future. You're going to see a lot of money flow into it. It's only sitting at a $15 million market cap. I expect to see Research Coin fly. And guys, I'd also like you to use a site called cryptorank.io where you can go into your own research and figure out the vesting schedules for a lot of these tokens, okay? Because you're going to be able to see exactly when those token unlocks are coming, so when you might see potential dips in the market, and you're going to be able to see if all the tokens will be unlocked this cycle, beginning of the next bear market, the middle of the next bear market, whenever, so you can kind of have an idea of how much X's you can potentially see. But with something like Research Coin, I expect to see a ton of price appreciation. So where I'd be looking to pick up a coin like Research Coin would honestly be like right now. This is the lowest it's been since the inception of Research Coin. I do see the market starting to turn around closer to the election, so I don't see a stronger time in the market to pick up any of these tokens I've talked about. There are so many money-making opportunities in crypto, so if you want to make a full-time income with crypto, watch the next video on screen to do just that.